Hey there folks, and welcome to Italy in Europa Universalis IV, the Mare Nostrum expansion, and now patch 1.17, which is released today. The patch notes are rather lengthy. They've done quite a bit in terms of feature changes. They've done a good chunk of game rebalancing, and they have done a laundry list of bug fixes. I'm not going to go over all of the changes, but a few things I do want to touch on. The biggest change to me, the one that stands out the most, is the change to spy networks and spying in general, including the change to espionage ideas. So previously they had gated different actions. Actually, let me show you this way. They've gated a lot of these actions, such as steal maps and sow discontent, sabotage reputation, this kind of stuff, within the espionage idea group. And there was some backlash from that, and it did seem a little odd that they had added this new mechanic and had gated it behind an idea group that no one ever actually used. And they have, in fact, changed their minds on that. You will see here that sabotage reputation requires diplomatic technology 21. That's right. Just like they changed forced march to no longer require offensive ideas and instead be picked up at a certain level of technology, they have done that with all of the previously gated espionage things. So you see this list is now quite long. So steal maps, steady technology, slander merchants, sabotage recruitment, sow discontent, sabotage reputation, agitate for liberty, corrupt officials, and infiltrate administration are now in diplomatic tech. So there is, at least this kind of gives a reason for staying up on diplomatic tech a little more. I mean, corruption also does that, but this adds yet another reason, as well as the being ahead of time, giving you more trade efficiency, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you want to play around with this stuff, it is now available to you. So the question is, what did they do for espionage ideas? Well, the main thing they've reworked is, let's see, where are we at? Yes, they've added this loyalist recruitment. I don't know why this shows up in red, because this is a positive, this is a bonus you're getting. Any subjects you have while you have this idea will have -10 liberty desire. And as you know, sometimes, especially if you're maybe running a smaller nation and trying to have like a big march, let's say you wanted to be a merchant republic and play like an actual merchant republic. I don't know, say Venice, no idea where I'm getting that idea from, and you want to have like a strong march. Say you get into an early war with the Ottomans, you manage to get a province, and you want to make Byzantium, say, your march. This will make it easier to have them be larger and still remain loyal to you. So that's kind of cool, kind of interesting. Also, claim fabrication, the reduction of claim fabrication cost has been moved from influence ideas into espionage, which makes a lot more sense, frankly. Let's see, and the rest of this I think is, oh right, there's also audit checks, yearly corruption -0.1, which is, again, pretty cool. So what did influence ideas get to offset what they lost? Establish cadet branches, yearly prestige plus 0.5, and a 25% increased chance for a new heir. So this is really helpful to like Christian monarchies, the Islamic monarchies, the Muslim monarchies generally have the +100 chance of new heir modifier that makes this not super great, not super enticing, but still it's there, and it's a new thing that's pretty cool. And yeah, so that pretty much changes gets through the idea changes. The next thing is something that's, as far as I know, just from quick looking around, pretty controversial with people. Some folks have been, well, quite frankly, getting a little up in arms. They changed the way claim fabrication not works necessarily, but they change costs. So remember in the old days, you had to send a diplomat and he had to work for a year or longer to get a claim. They had changed it, and basically you were able to, at default rate, get a claim in like, let's take a look at someone else. Let's take a look at like, who up here? Let's take a look at Memmington. They changed it so you could get a claim at default speeds in like 5 months or something, because it cost 10 spy network size to get a claim. It's now cost 20, so they've doubled it, so you're talking about 10 months or thereabouts for your first claim. Like, let's take a look here. Spy network, this would grow by 1.33, so a little longer than that. But still, pretty quick. Still a little bit quicker than what you were looking at previously, or nearly the same. The big change, though, each extra claim on another nation adds 25% cost for new claims fabricated. So what this means is you can't just like spam out a ton of claims super quickly. Like, let's say for instance, not too long ago we were getting our spy network going against the Ottomans. We got discovered, it dropped back down to 50, so we just boom, 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 5 claims. Good to go. So let's take a look at what that means. So currently on the Ottomans we have, what is this, 3, that's 2 different provinces, right? Yep. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 claims on the Ottomans, I believe is the number we're looking at. So what would it cost us to get a 10th claim? 65 points of spy network size. So the more claims you get, the more expensive it's going to be. But remember what I just said about being discovered. Previously, it was a 5-year cooldown you were put on whenever you were discovered. So whatever points you had, they were all going to be lost guaranteed no matter what. Now, that length has been cut down to 3 months. So you're only going to have 3 months worth of a downtick, and you can keep building up. You can keep the pressure on in terms of getting these claims. I think overall this is a little bit more fair, a little bit more sensible way of handling claims and all that, but it is going to be difficult to get adjusted to right off the bat, probably. But I do think it's better than the way it was in 1.16, and I mean, it sounds like it's going to be less clunky than it was prior to that, because I mean, at the very least, you don't have to keep remembering to send your guy back for the next province's claim. Anyway, I think that about covers the major changes I want to go across. There are a bunch of really cool, really interesting changes, but I'll leave it to you to look them all up, because I'm not necessarily going to go into all that. So, as for us, in the last episode, we completed the offensive idea group, which means we're going to need another idea group coming up. I will say that when I was Venice and thinking about staying in Merchant Republic, I was strongly looking at quantity ideas. But now that we're Italy and we're a kingdom and we can make use of this incredibly high development land we've got in Italy itself, and we've already got a ton of manpower, I'm actually thinking about our next military idea group being quality. To have better troops, especially to get this plus 5% discipline, and either be quality or defensive for this huge boost in morale. But I'm hoping that because we can have our prestige pretty high and hopefully keep our power projection pretty high, that we can do all right in morale. And especially yearly army tradition will help us do that as well, because army tradition also affects your morale. We may also take humanist ideas. Influence looks good. The reduction of aggressive expansion is still quite nice. This is pretty interesting, I won't lie. Diplomatic also looks good. And yeah, those three quality are what I'm looking at right now. We may switch up a little bit, but yeah. Alright, as I remember, we were looking into going to war with the Pope. Now, again, we've got quite a bit of heat on our coalition map mode. We have burned off a decent chunk. And yes, Austria's got, I believe it was 32,000 troops. Yeah, and their force limit's down at 28 even. Oh, that's because I've just loaded into the game, so this is not counting in the them being the Holy Roman Emperor. Alright, Saxony's in that war against France. I think... we can't really humiliate them, can I? Guess we'd pick up like 8 more. 8 more power protection? That's something. Yeah, that's a small stack they've got down there. I think we can get away with that. Here's 3, 3.7, 6, 17.3. I think we can get away with it. Austria and Salzburg. Salzburg's allied with many people. Alright, Pope Man. I mean, nobody's looking to join up with us, but that's fine. Sure, I guess I'll make it for Romagna. It doesn't really matter. And not going to co-belligerent anyone. We can't co-belligerent Austria anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead and declare war. Alright, Denmark and Bohemia. Spain no longer considers the Ottomans as rival. They've announced us. Oh really? Austria no longer considers Italy as a rival. So we're not going to be able to rival them anymore? That's a bit unfortunate. Is this... yeah, this is Bohemia wanting a marriage. Yeah, I don't think so, Bohemia. We're still allied, right? Yeah, but I don't think we're ready. That way. Saxony will pay war reps to France. Alright, that's fine. Oh yeah, this is a new casus belli they have added to the game. The Humiliate Rival casus belli. So, let's see. Yes, you can humiliate, show strength, release cores in countries, but you cannot directly take provinces with this casus belli. They're trying to run away. Graz is woods. That's fair. Rivers between here. Crane, Vraz, but not Sopron or Vienna. Can I catch them? I can't. This is 333 guy. All right. When are we expecting to get there? The 22nd? Alright. Vrozd is flat, right? Alright, I'm assuming we can catch him at that point. Alright, and the fight will be on the 19th. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, there'll be reinforcements incoming. Alright. We ought to be able to carry the day here. Indeed. Wow. Wow. We really actually took it to them. Let's see, as far as troops go, Austria's got, call it 9, 11, and call it 21 total. Chase them down with that stack and head over this way with that one. Let's see. Is the Pope just gonna hang out in his own territory? Russia has laid claim to the throne of Twer. Alright. The Ottomans are claiming stuff. That's cool. That's fine. So Austria doesn't have us as a rival anymore, but they're still embargoing us. It's cool. It's interesting. Right, and they're heading to Carnton. Let's try to take this stack and see if we can get to München. If nothing else, we can try to crush this stack. Hungary and Pomerania, sure. When can I get there? Second. Said it is flatlands. Alright. Shift consolidate. I should have waited till today to do that. Oh well. Oh well, so it goes. These are the Epirote separatists. Fair. Epirus, how upset are you people? Quite. Indeed. Still working on them. Spain. $1.48 each month. Alright, sure. Sounds good. Oh, they're now heading into my territory. The Pope, that is. Alright, good. A nice stack wipe. Makes me feel pretty good. Ah, see, Vienna is over. University is finished in Roma. Good deal. Alright, presently, Austria, you have one guy. That's an army size I'm happy with. Oh, right, I forgot something important, didn't I? Increase siege ability. What are we talking about here? 39 days. 39 days. Alright, and they are 39 days as well. Yeesh. Alright, just get on some of these provinces and control them. Alright. Ottomans declared war on Hungary. Interesting. We may need to get in on some of that. Wurzburg, Pomerania, Savoy, Salzburg. Austria dishonored the alliance. And yeah, Russia honored the alliance. So it's the Ottomans and Russia against some folks. Yeah, that seems pretty one-sided if I'm honest. No thank you, Savoy. I recognize that you would be fighting my enemy, but no thank you. I assume the garrison here had not had time to get particularly large. Indeed, it had not. 33 days. In siege ability, Salzburg in spy network ability. Huh. Austrian defensiveness is a thing. Holy crap. Discovered in Spain already? Come on, man. You gotta be like this. Oh yes, and another thing. Corruption is now shown on the screen for each country. I don't know if you care, but there you go. Linz has come under our occupation. Good. Wurzburg wants access. Sure, okay. I understand that means giving access to the folks I already said no to. Savoy. But that's... honestly, that's fine. Nobles concerned. Our nobility are concerned that our policy of allowing free subjects is interfering with their ability to flog their servants. It seems several dinner parties were ruined. I'd say let them complain. I'd say let us make some concessions. "10 years of reduced morale of armies." I don't like the sound of reducing the nobles' loyalty, but I don't think reducing morale of armies is something we're really interested in doing at all. Take that guy, move those two over to Carnton. Move the main army over here. Yeah, the clergy's influence is rather high. Gain 15 influence, interesting. Alright. Well, Triumph of the Clergy. Alright. Alright, we could follow the recommendations of the clergy. Increased stability cost modifier by 15%. And they would have really high influence. Like, dangerously high influence. Like, disaster, possible influence. When does any of this go away soon? In 17, solid support will go away. To drop them back down to where they are now. Huh. $20 is a lot of loyalty. I'll do this again. All right. There. Salzburg is also on Tech 16. What's her leader look like? 332. Interesting. Idea-wise, I have defensive, I have discipline. Maybe much worse of a fight than I would like it to be. They have more morale. I said we had more of other multipliers. Interesting. As they're running over that way, Salzburg, you're allied with, like, I guess they're going to Hungarian holdings? Question mark? Salzburg, you don't have, like... Nah. Alright. Fair enough. Converted Zeta. Yeah, we can't really do anything with that. Tell you what, while I'm thinking about it, because we are rather high on diplomatic points, go ahead and buy out mercantilism here. So I have a question to ask myself. We didn't co-belligerent Austria, so it would be very expensive for us to take some of their land. But I'm pretty sure that since they're not rival to us anymore, they're not going to be a valid rival for us anymore. So I have to ask myself whether we want to take some land for power projection reasons. Probably not. I mean, if we eclipse them, we'll get +10. If we re-humiliate them, we'll get another 8 or 9 or so. Anyway, I'm gonna think about that over the break. Thanks for watching, folks, and I hope to see you in the next episode.